Alright, what's up, y'all? Um, I'm recording a very special message for this episode because, yeah, I kind of lagged on this one. It's been I think more than a couple weeks now, and, I know not, y'all are foaming at the mouth for hot content, but, yeah, I kind of fell back on this one. Kind of fell in hard times. I broke my fucking guitar too, so it's been a rough couple fucking weeks. Not been doing all right, and I'm the one who's supposed to do all this shit. And fucked up. If there was anybody that was actually looking forward to this, I do apologize. I don't want to dwell on this too long. I don't want this to be longer than it needs to be. So, yeah, it's finally fucking out. We'll have the next one recorded by this Friday, and we'll go back to the schedule as planned. So, for now, enjoy. I'm sorry for the fucking wait, if you did actually wait, but yeah, I'll see y'all. Bye.
Alright, what's up, y'all? This is another installment of the Passive Pod. I said another installment because I lost count of the episodes. But hey, it's your boys. We're back. We're back. The boys are back in town. Is Johnny actually back in town?
There you go.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
I'm
yeah.
here.
Johnny is actually quite literally back in town. So it's Pervy Crash, Johnny Rumble,
I'm in Burbank
Fuck
right
Off, and Count Doom.
What's up, everyone?
Johnny's in Burbank locking up the mailboxes.
Fascist.
now. Sorry.
The tool of fascism.
Brown
Brown.
fascism.
Dude, a literal brown shirt. Holy shit.
Yeah. Hey, remember, Mexicans are colonizers.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow.
No.
I take it down.
I'm pulling my native card out.
Oh, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
What happened?
Fuck out of here. Fuck out
My Muscalero Indian. I go where the wind tells me to.
You go where this fucking fart tells you to, bitch.
I speak from the wisdom that the world gives me.
That's pretty deep, actually.
Well, that's the end of the passive pod.
Right?
Episode later. Yeah, so what's everybody been up to? What's cracking? What's good?
Yeah.
Not much, man. Music.
Yeah, it's 5 months into quarantine now, and we're still pretty much doing the same shit. Except, at least now we're kind of used to it, so we've been enjoying music, playing riffs, all that jazz.
I'm just now doing everything that everybody was talking about online during quarantine. Because I worked for the first month and a half of quarantine, so I never got that first wave of 3 months in, and you just start realizing you're not doing shit with yourself. So I'm now I'm now just barely realizing it. Dude, I fell asleep eating fucking chicken wings today.
You're a young pup still.
Yeah, I woke up. I was chicken wings on my hand, and I was like, oh, did I scratch my ass and get shit on my hands? Oh fuck! and And then I remembered, I was like, oh, I fell asleep eating chicken wings. Oh, fuck. All right, cool.
He got that caca flavored chicken.
Caca. You know the caca flavored chicken?
Yeah, it's called mole. Yeah, I don't care for it either.
Yeah, no, it's not right.
Yeah, it's not the business. Do you like
I
it?
do
Abraham?
actually, but now that you guys
for sure.
now that you guys put like caca flavor in my head, I'm kind of rethinking that. So thanks for that.
It's all good. You are very welcome. We done you a favor.
Yeah, so anyway,
That was brought to you
and
by.
I'm like, so anyways,
That was brought to you by.
That was brought
to you by White
oh my
America.
god,
That was brought to you by Casa de Caca, located off of Carson and I don't know.
located off of Johnny's ass.
Located off of Johnny and Ass Boulevard.
Heyo.
There you go.
Heyo. Heyo.
Yeah. Now, but like on the real though, like yeah, pretty much just the same thing, dude. Like music, grinding as much as you can.
Oh, like a
Working
little
out.
slut.
Yeah. You know, like, do we have to get on the topic? I don't slut shame.
Oh, fuck off. I wasn't. Hey, I wasn't slut shaming you. I was just saying, hey, man, you gonna hoe it up, brother, own it.
There you go. Yeah, we don't discriminate.
Hell no.
Here.
If you're gonna be a hoe, be a hoe. Just don't do it around me, because I'm married. Fuck off.
Because I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe. How do you know? Because I told you so. How's your wife and my kid?
Dude, did you know?
Shout out to Houdini.
Oh, big shout out to Houdini. Holy shit. Damn. Abe just coming out with the references. Did you guys notice in like one of the first few episodes of the podcast, I misquoted fucking DMX?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that, but
I was like, where the hoes at?
yeah.
I was like, yo, wait a second. No, that's not the whoa.
Oh man, DMX doesn't care about that. He just wants to know where the hood's at. But it was in his heart all along.
Oh shit! Damn, that's like a Disney dude. DMX Disney movie.
Fuck. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on that. Like, I would 100% be down for that.
He's just trying to find the hood.
Yeah, I would start going to Disneyland if that were the case. You know, I'd wear a Disney shirt like every day if they backed up DMX.
DMX with some Mickey ears on and shit.
Oh, damn. I'm writing a script now after this podcast is over.
That's so beautiful, dude. Like, DMX is trying to find where the hood's at. But it was in his heart all along. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Exactly, man.
What the hell is happening?
What?
Do you hear that?
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah, what was that? Are you fucking around with your mic, Johnny?
No.
What was that?
I heard like a crackling, but it went away.
Oh, there it is again. What is happening?
Oh, it probably hit my beard by accident, dude, because like it hangs.
The fucking beard.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Yeah, I fixed it. It shouldn't hit my beard anymore.
Well, this episode is brought to you by Johnny's Beard.
Johnny's ass, Johnny's beard.
Johnny's dead.
Oh, no, don't do it, Johnny. Don't do it. Don't give it to him. Don't hurt him now.
Oh.
Almost
going Chris Blow on them, Pervy.
I almost did it. Oh, shit. God damn it. I almost had to blow it up.
I'm telling you, we need to do a song like that.
We do. We straight up
just a basic funk bass line and drum beat, and then just start doing the Curtis Blow rap.
Just a hip hop, real hip hop.
Exactly.
I got you on those funk riffs,
let's do some hip hop, real hip hop.
We'll bring it back. Take it back from I don't even know who's popular right now. Is Cardi B still popular?
Yes, she like had half of the #1 fucking song for like a month.
Well, we'll take it back. We'll take it back from her because we got Curtis Blow up in this bitch. So
Curtis Blow.
You know they can't fuck with that kind of flow.
Cause that wet ass pussy.
We should do we should do a fucking Curtis Blow version of wet ass pussy.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Do some fucking Grandmaster Flash shit on that.
You got this hoes in this house.
We got some whores in this house. Oh shit, man! I am sweaty as fuck. It is hotter than shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this heat wave is no joke, man.
Just when we thought we got away with murder in the summer, and they're just like,
overall, this was a really pleasant summer up until like August, and I'm like, fuck you, California. Like, I'm out of here.
Like, probably about like a week and a half ago, it started getting shitty.
Yeah.
And like last week, the beginning of this week, it just started getting fucking humid, dude. What the fuck? Yeah,
that's the worst part. I don't care about dry heat, but when it gets humid, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, no, we've been living in dry heat forever, man. Like, so we don't give a shit. When it gets humid, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's so funny that we talk about it because now we sound like the different people from different countries. They're just like, oh, spring's here, oh, summer's here, you know, like they look forward to it and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the winter. And then us, we're just like,
seriously.
And then now, like, the fact that we got away with murder, it's like, oh yeah, this summer was pleasant.
Yeah, I really can't believe that people come from other states just to see California. I'm like, why? It's just fucking sunny most of the year, and then like you get like 10 days where it's actually cold. You know, I'm like, the fuck do you want to see? At least in other states, they get fall leaves still and snow and all that shit.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so goddamn funny because there's whole ass parts of California they get actual climate. You know, like they get actual seasons, and the people that come from out of state don't go to those parts.
Yeah, exactly. You just come to Hollywood to see fake beauty, you know, plastic.
I hate Hollywood.
Bullshit, dude. Straight up bullshit. Like I'll never understand people. Dude, even people in our state, I will never understand people going to see the Walk of Fame. The Walk of Fame is like in one of like, not to like disparage poverty, but it's just like it's like there's just like trash and shit all over the Walk of Fame. Like,
yeah, I had to go there, man. I had to see Ice Cube star.
That's fine, dude. Like, especially. Well, see, here's the thing. When we live like 15 minutes from it, it's not that big a deal. But when you have people coming from like San Diego and shit going up there, like you traveled like almost 2 hours to fucking go see like this trash-ridden fucking
and only like
garbage.
One part of it. Yeah, only like one part of it is nice.
I know, it's like a corner, dude.
Yeah, the rest of it is like by a fucked up CVS, some shitty bodegas and shit like that, you know? Like, ain't nobody want to be there.
Very true.
Motherfuckers harassing you into buying a fucking keychain and shit.
Yeah, then you have Superman walking around, like trying to take pictures with you.
Yeah, fuck Hollywood, dude.
Burn Hollywood, burn. Am I right, guys?
Oh, Hollywood, burn!
So do we have a question?
I was gonna fucking say something else. Hold on, give me a goddamn second.
Oh,
okay, Dad.
No, fuck you. I was gonna fucking say something. Holy shit. It's probably something poignant too. Son of a bitch. You know what's fucked up? I'm gonna go back and edit this, and I'm gonna find what.
I'm gonna just throw it in there,
and I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
You can just edit it back in there, so it's like we're talking to you about it.
No, not even that. I'm just gonna have a conversation with myself. You know, one of those solo podcasts.
So, Pervy, what do you think about this? Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you why I'm right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't think of shit. Anyways, so the question I have for y'all.
The question of the week.
Look, we need to put like a fucking insert in here. The question of the week.
Listener letters.
Listener letters.
So we finally get some.
In this week's mailbag, we ain't got shit because everyone hates us. Suck my dick, everybody. Nobody listens to this shit. All the views on YouTube are Russian bots.
Oh, that'd be badass.
I don't know if you've seen the comments on all our YouTube videos, though. Like,
yeah, one of them is just like, just subscribe, right? Like, subscribe here and we'll get you followers, something like that.
No, there's this one. It's like collegeegirls.com. I'm like,
oh my god,
the fuck?
Is that
Bane? Yo, what? Oh, I hope it was Bane. He's got like a bunch of burner accounts just to fuck with us.
That'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it's so weird because it comes with a timestamp too. It'll point to like some weird part of the podcast. Like, it's never like specific. It's just like at 37 seconds, collegeegirls.com. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shit, if we could get them to sponsor us, that'll get us a lot of viewers.
Yeah, the Bang Bus to sponsor us.
Yeah, we'll probably get a lot of downvotes though when they realize there's no females on the show, but at least we'll get the views.
No, well, we got the views, baby.
Did you see what I wrote on the last podcast on YouTube?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I did that for Bane. You know, we're talking about all the animal liberation, and I wrote, "But animals aren't brutal, though."
I know, I didn't even say shit like a bitch. And for those of you listening at home, we lost Johnny.
This happens once, twice, 3 times every show.
Sorry about that.
Once, twice, 3 times a Johnny.
And he's back.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Ramirez has entered the chat.
Yo.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Dude, how funny it would be you just come back and you just start speaking wild Spanish.
I know. Johnny has left the building, but Juan is here.
Oh, Juan! Oh, shit!
Juan que las caras. They call me Johnny Chingas.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, what's your alter ego?
Yeah, that's my spirit animal.
When we start a Paramore cover band called Parahor, and we all wear luchador masks, you're gonna be Johnny Chingas.
There you go.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And then,
that man, fuck.
And then my
walkout
song's gonna be sipping bottom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say, man, all these gimmick bands, I'm so jealous of them. They get so big. Like, have you seen that Ned Flanders like death metal band?
Oh yeah, that's been around for a good time though. It's called Oakley Dokley.
Yeah, no, I know those, but that, and then like all these ones that are just based on the theme, you know, like Max Sabbath and all that shit. Like, really, man?
Oh,
yeah. Fuck. The music isn't even that good, and they're making it all over Blabbermouth and Metal Stocks and Metal Injection. I'm like, god damn it, man! Give some of that love to local bands.
I know.
I'm like, we need a hook.
I know, like I don't shit because like I mean let's not fuck around. There's always shitty bands in the local scene, and I'm not saying we're not one of them. I don't want to fucking suck our own dick too much, but like it's especially if you're like really not that great. It's good to have a gimmick.
Yeah, but it gets me mad because you see these bands all the time, but I guarantee nobody listens to them. They see it, oh, hey, that's funny, and they share the article, but nobody's listening to their music still, but they're still getting bigger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the bane of existence.
Right. Anyways, you have that question for us?
Oh yeah, he got real pissed off. He said, "No, fuck that. We ain't talking about this no more."
Right.
Yeah. So we indulged on this a little bit last episode. Also, I want to apologize. We did have an episode last week that we didn't advertise at all. So,
Or did we?
if you a little bit, I don't know how much interaction we got from that, but always make sure if you want to check out the podcast, since we are a bunch of idiots and we really haven't figured out how to get our shit on Spotify yet. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. When things start going again, we'll actually start posting videos on the YouTube channel. Just a little insight into our lives and what we do, playing as our shitty little band from Hawaiian Gardens. You'll see that. So go ahead and subscribe. That's the best way of getting this podcast. And put the fucking noties on, brother. So when you're walking around at work doing your own fucking thing, and then all of a sudden you hear a notification go off. And you're like, oh, it's probably my mom. She's probably dying. No, it's us. We put out a new podcast, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Word up.
Anyways, since we talked a little bit about it last episode, what are some of your favorite video games, if not your favorite video game?
Let's see.
Either of y'all can step up.
I know mine. Mine is, my top three are pretty much always the same. It's Castlevania 64, Super Mario World, Resident Evil 4. It's always those three, yeah. I'm not that hardcore of a gamer compared to like my friends and my cousins and all that, but those were the three games I was just like straight up addicted to,
Yeah.
Yeah. I can agree, because I suck at playing video games. I'm sure if I was a Twitch streamer playing video games, like, no one will watch me because I'm ass. Nobody wants to watch somebody who sucks playing video games. Where I can argue that
unless they're really mad about it.
Yeah, that's always fucking entertaining. I was playing Fall Guys the other day. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, and everyone was very upset at me. Anyways, Johnny.
Kind of hard, dude. Cause like I'm always going like front and back to like classics and stuff. But try to narrow it down. The top three, in no particular order either. It's Pac-Man. Very basic.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Wow.
I
coming out with the classics.
I love that game. Metal Slug.
Whoa!
Yeah. And shit, man. And probably Street Fighters.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those are like my top favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, like Mario's up there too, but it's like, dude, like those are the ones that I would say like that definitely I enjoy the most. Another one that's high up there is Earthworm Jim.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
that's got a special place in all. That's like a bonus one. That's gonna be like our fourth one. We all fucking love playing that game. We spoiler, we spent like probably about like 3 hours playing Earthworm Jim one day between all three of us, and it was incredible.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
game,
I feel like that's a game that like everybody likes. I don't think I don't think I've ever met anyone who said they hated that game.
True. Yeah. So.
What about you, Pervy?
I don't play video games. I'm not a nerd, so we can go on to the next segment. Okay, it's probably gonna be Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry.
I'm assuming 7 though. Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, and I'm kidding. I've never played either of those games. I was trying to think of just real nerdy fucking shit. I've never played it.
If you want, you could just say Fable and Fallout.
No, Fable. I never even finished the first Fable. I never played any of the Fable games after that.
That game got hard as fuck.
It did. That's why I quit. I was like, nah, fuck that.
When those meta things came, yeah. Nope.
Oh yeah, I straight up quit. I was like,
oh
no,
my
this
god,
is fucking
dude.
hard.
That shit was a pain.
I think I might have broken a controller. Yeah, I have a little bit of rage problem with everybody. But no, if I'm being real, it's probably gonna be Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Red Dead Redemption.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I know you were on that one for a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Shit. I'm actually just started playing. Well, not playing. Start playing. I started playing again Red Dead Redemption 2, and damn, I killed like a whole day the other day playing that fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
How does it fare against the original?
It's way more expansive. Like, it's kind of like going from GTA 3 to like GTA 5.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a big upgrade then.
Not that big, but it's like the map is so much. I mean, it's a new platform too, so it's like it's a way bigger fucking, just a huge map, and
it's like more of a world to explore.
Yeah, and traveling from town to town takes a lot longer, but you can kill so much more time just like hunting and gathering and like doing bounty hunters. Like, you get real lost in side quests and shit, man. Holy shit. But like the first Red Dead had like a really good online multiplayer aspect, and then it had the DLC was the Undead Nightmare, which was so much fucking fun. Just killing zombies and shit. It's a fucking it's like a zombie B movie set in Western times. One of the fucking coolest DLCs ever.
Nice.
Ever. I swear to God. And then Fallout 3 was just such a fucking cool experience. Just, you know, wandering the fucking wasteland and shit.
Nuking everything.
Just nuking everything. But it was also just a real big fucking pain in the ass sometimes.
The Merv.
Yeah. Is that the one with the UFO, the mothership?
That sucked.
I hated that one.
I remember Johnny was in there and he had the Merv and he just kept using it, but it was too small of a space, so he just kept dying and respawning in the same spot.
That is like the best game to like, hey, I know I'm about to do something really fucking stupid that'll probably fuck up my progress. I'm gonna save right here, create a new save slot. I'm gonna save right here.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go do some dumb shit. So when I die, I'll just go back to the spot.
Yep. I remember one time I done that, dude, and it was at I think it was called the Temple of Steel, where the
Brotherhood of Steel, right?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot, dude. It's been a while. But yeah, so like I went in the middle where like they're training and stuff, where like there's a bunch, and I didn't even know at the time. But then I pulled out the Merv, dude, and dude, I save up all the mini nukes, dude, and dude, I think I shot 15 nukes in the air before it came down. And dude, and it turned into a glitch, and I just kept leveling.
It started lagging so bad.
It lagged, and then I started to like level up like crazy.
Oh, that's the best when like you set off way too many explosives, and there's like 500 things going on screen, and your frame rate drops to about like 3, dude, and you can't do shit.
Yeah.
or that other time. Remember, because like you can get an alien gun from them, right? From the mothership.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, like
you go find one prior to going to the.
Oh, okay. I remember because you got it, and we were all like, "Oh shit, that's badass!" You know, like Mars attacks, alien ray. And
Uh-huh.
I forget what creature it was, but you were using it on them, and you're like, "Fuck this!" And you pulled out the nuke, like point blank range, and just shot them.
Yep, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm like,
Dude,
oh, that's
so
classic.
I'm not sure if anyone done it yet, like out of our group, but besides the ray gun that you find on the spaceship wreck, and besides the ones that you get on the mothership, did you know that there was a place where a caravan used to go through, and there's like kind of like a hilly road there. If you time it right, dude, I believe there's a way to get another ray gun, and you see the aliens appear and they drop it, but that alien ray gun shoots like flames out too, so it
Oh,
incinerates
what the
them.
hell?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's crazy. I've tried to get it and I couldn't get it because like I got all the bobbleheads, I got all the achievements, I tried the different
Sick Chibos, brother.
yeah,
Sick
like
Chibos.
like different stories, like the different storylines, and then I got to the point where I was like, okay, like I'm gonna get every weapon possible. And I couldn't get that one. That was the last one I needed.
Damn.
Yeah, I put plenty of hours into that game.
Oh man, and then fucking Skyrim, dude. I probably put more hours into Skyrim than I did Fallout.
Yeah.
Can we? Let's talk about that for a second. That is the greatest mod of all time. And that was the one thing that made me. I was like, damn, I wish I had a PC, dude.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, there is there is a mod. I'm sure everyone's seen this by now, but if anyone hasn't, there's a mod where you can turn all the dragons in Skyrim into 90s era Macho Man. At least their head. And because when you're walking around Skyrim, you hear dragons, you hear their like little wings flapping, you're like, oh shit, some shit's about to go down. And you hear them from the distance go, making dragon noises and shit. But in the mod, you can hear them from a distance going, oh yeah, just like, oh, Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, sky's the limit, space place. And you're like, oh shit, Macho Man's coming, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's
classic.
Whoever
just rolling up on you, trying to fuck you up, going, dig it. You slipped him. Oh yeah.
Whoever did that mod, like incredible.
That is one of the greatest mods of all time.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the greatest mod of all time. But yeah, I put a bunch of fucking hours in that game. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've even finished it.
Oh wow.
I don't think I even finished story mode because I'm a big old side quest guy. I got big side quest guy energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I spent forever talking about video games, what about Abe? Like, why those video games more than? By the way, Johnny, I'm gonna fuck you up. If you don't fix that goddamn mic.
It's away from my beer, dude. So that's not me.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, back to the question, Super Mario World, that's just a classic. Everyone liked that, like I feel like that was probably the first game I was ever legitimately into where it's like I got to play this every day, And then it turned out my younger sister was actually a prodigy at that,
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, obviously the records now are, they've been broken several times, but I remember I timed her because I found the letter that I wrote it on recently, and she beat the whole game in 42 minutes.
Holy shit.
which I mean, compared to like professional gamers, that's nothing. But back in that time, you know, I think it was like early 2000. That actually was a record. We just never recorded it, you know. So because we didn't know, I didn't know anything about that speed running and all of that jazz. But you know, aside from that, Castlevania 64, just my love of horror, and that game legitimately scared the shit out of me the first time I played it.
Oh yeah, I
And
think it scared all of us.
Yeah, and it's a game I end up playing at least once every year. You know, I put my N64 away, and then I just get the itch, and I got to pull it out. And
you got to pull it out.
You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. No, but you know, with the N64, just bust that out and then go for it. And that game is actually fairly easy nowadays. It'll like 2 days and I'm done with it. And then Resident Evil 4, that one that's so addicting, man. There's so many things you can do in there.
Yeah.
It is just like a challenge every time because you collect all the money, you know, so then you can just start fresh and buy all the weapons you want, or you can like make it harder for yourself and not buy anything. It's I don't know. It's just it has a lot of replayability.
I like the
for a game that's not open world. There was so much to fucking do.
Yeah, and it rewards you. You know, like
on like a second playthrough too. Like,
yeah, exactly. You're like, can I kill this boss using just a mine thrower, or do I just want to? Do I just want to use the infinite rocket launcher again? You know?
Oh, dude,
it comes to that.
I'll smoke everyone.
I remember that. I remember that the first time I beat it on GameCube. You didn't want to play it at first, and then I'm like, oh, but I got the infinite launcher. You're like, oh, okay, I'll play it now. And you're just like shooting everybody with that. Yeah.
Because like
you cleared half the game off fast.
Yeah, like
there's no way Johnny wasn't shooting the merchant.
Yeah, he did.
I killed him every way possible. I'll buy it for a high price.
Yeah. He's like, the fuck you won't.
I smoked that fool. I swear, it was that and the Magnum, dude. Like, those were like my favorite.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The Magnum is so much fun to shoot, but it like takes forever for you to like reset your gun because you'll shoot it and then like it takes like what feels like forever just to bring the gun back down to shoot another motherfucker.
We're getting swarmed. It's like the worst thing you could do.
And it's like, boom. All right, wait. All right, boom. All right, wait.
Yeah,
it was like the fucking shotgun.
Exactly. I mean, but it's just a cool game because it's like every time you play, you kind of notice something a little different. Or in my case, sometimes obvious things. Like I didn't know if you kill the crows, you get gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that the first couple times. I was just like, I'll leave the crows alone. And then one day I threw a flash grenade and they all died.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck? You get gold from them?
Dude, they leave first aid sprays and everything, too.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be big on buying strategy guides because it used to come with like posters and art and shit.
Oh yeah.
And then one day I was just looking through it because as you guys found out last episode, I can't read worth a fucking shit. So I was like going through it one day. I was like, yo, you can just straight up kill a whole like flock of crows by throwing some shit into one of the trees and like they just drop shit. And I was doing that to every crow. Dude, if I saw one crow, I'm like, boom, cap that bitch.
Or when you get that laser gun, you know, the one where it shoots in multiple directions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's awesome because it helps you like so much. You just shoot it and you kill all the crows and all the infected at once.
True. I swear, though, like even till this day, dude, I get the creeps with those regenerators.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that don't feel good, man.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, man, the freezer scene, dude.
no matter how many times like I fight them, I know it's so easy now, but occasionally you get nervous still and you mess it up, and they straight up murk you.
Oh my god, dude!
And
Especially,
then sometimes you're so busy with other motherfuckers, and then you forget there's one behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, and just the breathing, like.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
The one with the scope,
So,
the one with the scope in him, that one was the hardest, I think, to kill.
Oh, where you have to use the infrared thing to shoot his parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get the scope that makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh no, he had a key, right?
I think he had like a card key inside him or something.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a different one because you get the infoscope somewhere else, right?
Yeah, I think it's after that one.
Okay,
After that, then you get the scope and you have to use it.
Yeah, just those things creep me out.
oh,
I swear.
I remember the
That and the
quick time event.
that and the chainsaw guy and the blind guy.
Oh, fuck that blind guy. Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
yeah.
dude. Dude, you remember that puzzle in the castle?
There was
There was that one in the castle where it was like those shitty little puzzles you get when you're like in like third grade. It's like those little plastic ones, and you gotta like make the image and shit.
Oh yeah. I always let Johnny do
You remember
those.
that?
He was like the puzzle master for that.
Dude, I'm such a fucking dumbass, dude. I swear to God. Oh man, like it took me like 3 days the first try just to do that one fucking puzzle, and I got so fucking angry.
I used to knock him out pretty quick.
So,
Yeah. Even now,
yeah,
like I've done it.
Guess what?
I've
I'm
done
a
it like
dumbass, Johnny.
no. Well, I've done it like played the game like more than 10 times, and sometimes I still struggle with those puzzles. I'm like, damn it, I need to call Johnny. Like, he can figure this out.
I know, like I used to watch Abraham play like before I started playing, and then and then like he would do a puzzle and he'll be like, "Hey, like what do you think?" And I'm like, "Oh, like try it this way," or "Oh, try this," like I'll be like a second pair of eyes,
Yeah.
And then once the infinite launcher, then I'm like, let me blow everything up.
Yeah. You're like, I got this.
Yeah.
It's that game is so goddamn good, but everybody knows. It's a fucking meme at this point. The minute you have to escort Ashley anywhere, it's such a fucking pain, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Until after you beat it, when you can, you can change her clothing so she's wearing the night armor. It's so much easier like that.
So much
Like, she can't get hurt. They can't pick her up.
Yeah.
That's the best part when they try and pick her up. They're like, oh.
Yeah, they just fall. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, the night armor. I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, and also fuck the grenade launcher and all that shit. The most OP weapon of all time, the Chicago typewriter.
Oh hell yeah.
The Chicago typewriter, bruh. Just lighting fools up, just like,
Yeah, seriously.
lighting fools up. Damn, that shit was so goddamn fun.
Yeah, that one I even ended up putting it away because I'm like, this is too easy. But once you get
it's fucking OP as shit.
Yeah, but once you get to the part where you're getting swarmed by like giant bugs and stuff, I'm like, yeah, never mind. You pull it back out and just start murking fools.
Speaking of bugs, before we go back to Johnny real quick, did you guys ever play the King Kong game on 360?
No, that's funny. I was just looking that up the other day. I'm like, man, I want to play this. This looks fun. But you can't get it on the Xbox One. It's not available anymore.
Oh, sucks. I had a hard time getting through that game.
I heard it's actually really good though.
It's good, and I didn't have a hard time getting through it because it was bad. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs at all. I am I'm a giant pussy about a lot of things. Bugs are one of those things. And 90% of that game is fighting giant bugs.
Because you're on the island, right?
Yeah, you're on fucking Skull Island, and you're fighting all these giant everything. And there's fucking these massive ass fucking bugs everywhere, and they're just fucking like centipedes and shit. I don't fuck with centipedes because they got hella legs. They're weird looking. I don't like that shit. And there's like dragonflies and shit, and I don't fuck with that shit. Hell no, I don't like that. But for like an Xbox 360 like release title, it's a really fucking good game. But like I couldn't get through it because I was like, no, this is no. And then and it was like the first because Xbox 360 was like the first like platform to have like 5.2 like Dolby surround or whatever. So like when you're in there and you're fighting the bugs, you can hear all the like little bugs, the creepy little legs, they're making like little noises, little clicky noises. It's like, oh no. I'm having the worst fucking anxiety right now.
I know, Mike, that was too much for a young pervy to handle.
Oh hell no! Because I had speakers. I had like my. You guys remember my old setup in my room, like in my my little shack house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the speakers in there and shit too, and I set that shit up on my shitty little tube TV, but I still set up the fucking surround and like fucking the little legs and the little clicky noises they were making. I was like, no, hell, I'm playing this fucking. Like fuck no! I got about 2 levels deep in that shit. I said, nope. That's a wrap, boys. Hell no. I didn't even get to the cool parts and shit where you're fighting dinosaurs and shit.
You're just like, bugs, I'm done with this.
And I was like, fuck bugs, I'm out.
Freaking sound like freaking, what's it called? Indiana Jones. He's like, snakes, you're on your own.
Yeah, right?
I know, but except I'm an even bigger pussy. It's not even like something specific. It's like bugs. Why did it have to be bugs? I'd be like the worst like Indiana Jones ever. Like, you know how he like dusts off those fucking like that fucking big ass tarantula and shit? I'd be like, fuck! Just run back out.
The end. That'd be the end of the movie. The fuck.
Exactly.
I trip and die.
What does the homie say when he has the heart?
Oh, Galima.
Yeah,
Galima.
Love it. Perfect, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, honey, can we go into your love of Street Fighter? What the fuck drew you to Street Fighter? Because I used to play Street Fighter at Athenians off of, what is that, Cerritos in Valley View. I used to play that. I used to suck at it. I've never been good at Street Fighter. But what the fuck was it Street Fighter that
I don't know, man.
drew you?
Like I really enjoyed it. Like when I had like growing up with the NES and everything, just I had a handful of games and one of them was Street Fighters, and just I don't know, dude. Like it just caught my attention. Like surprisingly more than Mortal Kombat did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then just like when I did find it, like in an arcade, like an arcade system. Yeah, it always caught my attention first, and then what really did it was because like it was like like Street Fighter 2 Turbo and stuff like that, but like when I got to play Alpha, like that was it, dude. Like I was glued. those Alpha series were really great, and then that was the debut of Akuma too, so. And yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite characters, Well, hands down, I think it is my favorite character. So yeah, so when they debuted him, I was like, bro, like who is this guy? Like I want to know who he is, and yeah.
Are you gonna get one of those little mini arcade systems?
I want to eventually down the line.
Street Fighter 2 little one up.
Yeah, eventually down the line, you know. But if I gotta get any,
Those things are really cool, man. If you could just put it on like a little soapbox, pop.
Yeah, you could
pop
put it
that
like
fucker
a
on.
milk crate or something, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like if I actually like if I could actually get any one, it would be between two. It would be Street Fighter Alpha, you know, or it would be Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom was fun as shit.
Yeah, dude, those series were great. Two freaking different worlds, man.
Do you guys remember the X-Men arcade?
I
game?
remember those. Those are sick.
Yeah, Pervy, we remember that. You bring it up like all the time.
I cannot stress to you, as everyone who knows me, I'm annoying as fuck. And if I'm gonna play a video game, I'm gonna be the most annoying motherfucker in the world. Actually, I was playing Fall Guys with Bane, and I was in a party with like one of his brothers and like I don't know a couple of their homies or whatever, and I started playing this fucking YouTube video really fucking loud into the speaker, just to like be an asshole, and nobody knew who it was, and I was sitting there just crying, laughing. Anyways, I'm the most annoying person to play video games with. For those of you who have not played the X-Men arcade game, everyone has power-ups, and the more enemies you attack, the more power-ups you can get. And there is a character named Colossus. And I'm not big into the Marvel universe, but all I know is that Colossus is a big metal motherfucker, and he can get stronger and shit. I don't know how. I don't know about fucking X-Men lore or whatever, but he can get stronger somehow. I don't know. But when he gets stronger in the X-Men arcade game, he goes, "Oh!" I don't know why, but you can do that like 75 times, like every minute, and it's the funnest experience I've had in my life. Just playing a fucking game with like 3 other people, and then just being like, like 5 seconds is like the greatest experience I've ever had.
Hey, Pervy.
What?
Instead of putting a clip of our music, you should put a clip of that.
Yes.
To start the podcast.
I will find a clip of Colossus and I'll put it in the front. Promise me that. As the music is fading out to where we're talking, it's just gonna go, oh!
There you go. And then you gotta get a clip of Akuma where he does the fireball. He's like,
yeah.
Damn,
and,
we need to have a gaming session and do a podcast at the same time. That should be dope.
We need to figure out like a way to screen cap us playing fucking video games with audio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do have mics. We have actual mics. We have 3 mics. We have 3 mics, right?
No, we have more than that, dude. I think I got 5 or 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So one day we can just set up a fucking camera, and we can. I don't know. I mean, you guys have professional Twitch streamers in your family who can help us set up the
For real,
thing.
Right? I know.
So I don't know. We'll try and set something up. I don't even know if that's something you guys would want to see, but we'll do it anyways because it'll be fun for us. So fuck y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, now that we've finished fucking nerding out, we spent a lot of time on that. We're going to talk about a lovely little movie that I haven't seen since I was a very little kid and actually don't remember most of until we watched it. It is 1995's To Wong Foo, about 3 drag queens going to Hollywood from New York.
Queen of the rodeo.
The queen of the rodeo, yes. Where they run into a little bit of adventure along the way. Yeah. So, what do you guys think?
It was an interesting movie. I never seen it before, but I dug it. I dug it. It was pretty funny. And then, not to mention, freaking against Julie Newman.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. I nerded out hard on that.
And then just first impression about the movie, Abe, before we go into the
Yeah,
bigger review.
yeah. So the last podcast, I could not understand what you were saying at all when you were trying to say the name of this movie.
Yeah,
So,
spoiler, I was slurring like a motherfucker at the end of the last podcast.
yeah, but when I finally, you sent us the links and everything, I purposely didn't look up anything, like no Wikipedia. I didn't even read the Netflix description, but just based on the
really?
title, yeah, just based on the way the title sounded, I'm like, oh, okay, Wesley Snipes. I'm like, this is gonna be like some kung fu kind of shit. And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what? I'm like,
Right out the gate.
yeah, I'm like, they got these drag queens, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, something's gonna pick up. I'm like, nothing's really happening. And then they murk that cop. Spoiler. I mean, I know he doesn't really die, but that part, I'm like, oh, okay, fuck yeah. And then things just kind of go from there.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So before like anything else, like the movie starts out with Patrick Swayze. He's putting on a wig, and you're like, well, you see Patrick Swayze. Actually, even before we get into that, the poster of the movie, you have Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo all in drag. And you're like, what the fuck? Because they're all famous actors. They're all famously straight. They're like, all right. But also, if you don't know anything about the movie, you walk into it, the movie starts with Patrick Swayze getting out of the shower. You're like, oh, it's a fucking, this is 95. I'm used to seeing Patrick Swayze half naked. It's 95. It's 95. Patrick Swayze's half naked. In a lot of things. All right, Patrick Swayze. And then you see him, in his towel, and he gets to the mirror. And then he starts putting on drag. You're like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, oh, okay. What? And then you see Wesley Snipes put on drag. You're like, oh shit, this is wild. I was like, this is crazy. And the first time I saw this movie, I was a little ass kid, so I didn't know. I didn't have any idea about gender roles or any of that shit, and nobody really forced that shit on me. I mean, I was walking around in my mom's heels when I was a little kid, so I didn't really think much of it. Whatever. And I don't remember most of this movie. So now that I saw it, I have a lot of opinions about it. But there's you see that, and you're like, oh shit, and then you see a fucking full on drag show, and John Leguizamo being a Colombian drag queen walking through the streets of New York, getting bottles thrown at him, and he's on his way to the drag show, and then we had the drag show. So the drag show happens, and then you have one of the funniest drag names I've ever heard of. And it's so vile. It's so fucked up. But I know, drag has moved past this. But for the most part, drag is, pretty gaudy and, kind of, crappy humor. But it's crappy in, a good way. You laugh at it because it's crappy.
Yeah.
RuPaul comes out as Rachel Tension with a Confederate flag dress.
You saw that?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit! A full-on black drag queen in a Confederate flag dress, and you're like, oh shit! Holy fuck! And we roll from there. That's the beginning of the fucking movie. And Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes' character, they tie for first at the drag show, and they tickets to Hollywood, California, lovely Hollywood, California, as we were talking about. We all love California. And John Leguizamo's character is John Leguizamo's character is named Chi Chi, which I'm sure tickled me as a little kid.
I know. I'm like that's like the most. Well, not the most, but I know that word was very prominent in the '90s. You know, you don't hear it so much now.
Yeah, I'm sure that tickled me as a little kid. It's like his name is Chi Chi.
Yeah, exactly.
But so yeah, he's very upset, and you know they run into him in the stairwell, and he's crying, he's upset, and they end up bringing this little Colombian queen along with them on their little adventure to Hollywood.
But it's pretty funny though too how they're so they're so like I guess egotistical that they're the true drag queen, but
yes.
But John Leguizamo's character is not. It's just pretty much a poser. I think they even say you're not a drag queen. You're just a guy in a dress, right? They say something like that.
Yes, they do. They say that you're not a drag. They end up going to like gender identity.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool though. It's obviously
little Cadillac.
Yeah, obviously
they get into like gender identity and sexuality, and they end up telling John Leguizamo's characters that.
Yeah, because obviously it's like played for comedy, you know. But I thought it was
some guy who gets
funny because you see it, you know, like you see that like in their cultures even now that those things kind of exist, the elitism and all of that.
Like, oh damn, y'all vile. Also, spoiler: they are shitting on John Leguizamo the whole fucking movie. Poor little Chi-Chi. They're just shitting on him the whole fucking movie.
That shit made me laugh though. Like, oh, like he running for the border.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? My shit cut out.
Oh, the shit made me laugh though. It was like, oh, like I'm done. Like just drop me off. It's like, oh, she running for the border.
Oh yeah, that was wild. I was like, damn, Wesley Snipes is an asshole.
Don't get me wrong, like that was wild, but compared to what comes later, like
okay. That was a little bit later. That was wild, but see, like I didn't take too much offense to it, and I can't speak for the rest of our community. I'm not even gonna pretend to say that we're pillars of our fucking community, especially my very, very white looking ass. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a pillar of the community, but once you're amongst like homies, especially homies of very, very different races and different backgrounds, it's kind of commonplace to all just shit on each other's backgrounds, and not even in a malicious way, because especially if you're good homies with them, and you know they're not pieces of shit. I say it's cool. I know not a lot, but I know there's other people that aren't cool with that. But it's always been cool amongst us.
Yeah.
You know, I shit on Johnny for being fucking dark. He shits on me for being a fucking little light skinned fucking Mexican kid. So it's like it's cool amongst us. So like I didn't take offense to it when Wesley Snipes was like, "This little bitch just looked like she's running for the border." That shit got me. I laughed.
Right, and it's more just like it's more just being sassy than anything. Because if they really didn't like John Leguizamo's character, they would have just abandoned him. You know, like. But they stick together, so obviously there's like a kinship with them.
Yeah, they brought them along for a reason.
Yeah.
So, anyways, their adventure continues from New York. So they end up they get a car from New York and they end up driving, and they end up.
That car is amazing. That Cadillac.
That shitty little yellow Cadillac. Yeah, that shit's sick. I shouldn't call it a little Cadillac. Patrick Swayze what is it called? He calls it like a yacht with wheels or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a,
Huh? I don't make. Okay.
it's like a big ass, just a big ass car that we don't make anymore for good reason. But yeah, so they take off in that, and they're just heading down the highway and all this shit, and they end up having to stop because they've been on the fucking road for so damn long. They end up stopping at this hotel, and I don't know, I can't tell you why I remember this from like the last time I saw it when I was a little ass kid, but when they stop at the hotel and they're like the hotel manager greets them and is like, hello, this and that, and it's all formal, and it was like, and the women's bar is over here, and the rest of your party is waiting for you. And they're like,
But
what
yeah,
the
that
fuck?
shit was funny.
They were like, what the fuck? They're like, okay, all right, whatever. And it's a fucking women's basketball club. And I was like, and I cannot tell you why I remember this. But I remember this like it was fucking yesterday. I was like, you have those weird ass flashbacks from like when you were a kid, like you didn't think you would remember.
Yeah.
It like hit me like that. I was like, holy shit. And then fucking Wesley Snipes like just dunking on all those chicks and shit.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a good scene.
That was fun. Yeah, and then they have a good time there at that little Howard Johnson or wherever the fuck that hotel was. And then they moved on from there, and then so yeah, Curtis Blow rolled up. They end up fucking leaving there, and lo and behold, they're driving along, minding their own goddamn business, driving the American highway system that we all know and love. And then guess who rolls up? Johnny Law. Johnny Law decides to pull them over because of a broken tail light. And Johnny Law in the form of Chris Penn. And not nice Chris Penn, because he's a cop.
Yeah, but not even that. He's just a straight up asshole.
He's a fucking piece of shit, dude. So he pulls them over for a broken tail light and asks to see fucking license and registration. But before that, he decides to just sling some racial slurs at the two minority members that are in the vehicle. Just sling them like it's no big deal. And I remember watching that and being like, because we've all seen movies with we've all seen Quentin Tarantino movies, and there's like 75 of those in every one of his movies. But like, you just sing that because it's been pretty fucking wholesome so far, right? So you're just like, oh shit, god damn, it was like a slap in the fucking face. You're like, oh man, fuck this piece of shit.
Yeah, especially because I think this is PG-13, right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh damn, fuck. So yeah, he ends up harassing Patrick Swayze and shit a little bit more, and Chris Penn pulls him out of the car, and proceeds to sexually assault Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he's like straight
This is
up
the fucking best part.
Yeah, he's like straight up trying to get his rape on,
Yeah, he is full on. He's a
Corn dogged out.
full on rapist. He's a full on rapist at this point, and decides to go under Patrick Swayze's dress. Realizes that Patrick Swayze is a drag queen, and
Get your hat.
that was a great part. He said, he's like straight up goes from like drag queen and says, fuck that, get your fucking hands off my dick, and shoves his ass, knocks his ass to the ground.
Fucking love it, dude. Fucking love it.
And he's knocked the fuck out, and Patrick Swayze gets everybody at the car. They're like, "Holy shit, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead?" And they all go check on him. And they're like, "Fuck, I think he might be dead." And then they get back in the car, but fucking John Leguizamo's fucking dumbass character drops a goddamn shoe behind.
Trying to be Cinderella and shit.
Trying to be fucking criminal Cinderella.
Yeah.
Like a good Colombian. So yeah, they move on from there, and they end up fucking getting stuck again because they're driving a beat up ass caddy, and they get into a little scuffle, and they flag somebody down to help them out, and they end up in a shitty little town. And this is where I will have a hot take at the end of this review. But this is where the movie really kicks into fucking gear. They essentially end up saving the whole fucking town from their ass backwards ass ways, and it's a great little story. They end up saving the town from just being boring as fuck and just being regressive.
And they change a lot of people's ignorant ways.
Yeah, also, before we get to the end of that, I want to say I laughed so fucking hard at this one part. The mechanic of the town, who's married to there's two parts actually. Who's married to like the main like woman of the town. He's beating on his wife. He's beating the main woman of the town, essentially, who ends up being like the main character from that town. There's like a bunch of little side stories, but like the main part of that town. He's like beating on his wife and shit. But there's a part that made me laugh. Like I probably shouldn't have laughed at this because he's being abusive, but it's funny. And let me before everybody shits on me. It's funny because his wife's making a soup. She's like, the soup is like sitting there like cooking, and he takes a little spoonful out of the soup that's sitting on the stove, and he goes, he puts it in his mouth, he spits it out, and he goes, "You put spices in this?" And I laughed so hard because it's like, there's nothing more offensive to a shitty fucking white dude than seasoning your food.
Right, that's become like the running meme, you know?
It's the running meme that white people don't season their food. Oh, it's really fucking. That dude, he sips it and he's like, "This bitch seasoned my fucking food. I'm gonna go beat her ass."
Yeah.
So pissed. He's like, "I'm gonna beat this bitch up." I was like, "Oh shit, he gonna beat her up for seasoning his food." But then there's another part where the gang ends up hearing that girl's getting beat on again, but they finally hear it for the first time, and they're like, Patrick Swayze is like, "Well, fuck this, I'm gonna go do something about it." Walks in there, takes her out of the room, and beats that boy's ass.
Yeah.
Justice.
That was justice right there.
Hey, true.
So he fucks off at it.
Another character comes out and it's like, hey, like apparently you don't know him. He works out a lot.
Yeah, that was, as we find out a little bit more later. But so he fucks off out of town, and then we run into Chris Penn's character, who's been looking all fucking far and wide for this fucking group of dudes that beat his ass.
Yeah, because at this point he's humiliated because he has to admit that he got beat up not by women but by men dressed as women, and the other I guess they were cops, or were they just townspeople?
The Hawaii Patrol Commission.
Okay, yeah. So he has to admit that to them, and they just laugh. You know, so he wants his revenge.
They're like, "You punk bitch." So he goes on pretty much. He goes on this like revenge mission, and there's this really funny scene where he's sitting at a bar. Actually, I did want to talk about this too. This is like like at the end of the movie. So he's sitting at a bar. He's talking about how like homosexuality is wrong, but he's talking about it like he's like, yeah, them just rubbing up on each other. You get a hint of their aftershave and just rubbing chest hair and this and that. And the guys next to him are like, damn, this dude's, because they're like some country bumpkin ass town, and they're like, damn, this dude's kind of fucking sus. They don't say anything, but they're looking at him like.
But yeah, even they know,
They're like,
backwards as they are, they know that's, like this guy's living in the closet.
This dude's sus as hell. But also, I want to point this out. I don't know if you guys saw it, but when they pan down towards the bar when it's coming behind the bar, I don't know if you guys saw this, but all the taps, everything on tap was PBR, and then one thing of Budweiser.
I noticed that.
I didn't even notice.
I was like, this is my favorite dive bar ever. I want to find out where this place is. I was like, this is incredible. This is my favorite place in the world. So yeah, Chris Penn is sitting there drinking, and then in walks the fucking shithead mechanic who's beating on his wife. And he's like, oh, this your shoe and this and that. He's like, no, it's this other motherfucker, who beat me up. He's like, oh, well, I know where they're at. So they come back around in town, and this is so great because they have like a little strawberry like festival or whatever. Apparently this takes place in Garden Grove. I
know, right?
So they have this little strawberry festival, and they're trying to mind their own business, and then they try and shut it down, but the whole townspeople are reformed and just lovely little fucking people because these little drag queens rolled up and changed everybody's mind about everything. And like right before this, like the main chick who was getting beat up on by her husband, Patrick Swayze's character tries to like come out to her. He's like, "Yeah, I want to tell you, like I'm a drag queen," and she's like, "Yeah, I know, but I still fuck with you." And he's like, "Oh shit, oh that's crazy." So, anyways, yeah, they all end up running the stupid piece of shit sheriff and the fucking dickhead husband who's been beating on this chick the whole time. They run him out of town. And it's a lovely little ending to the story, but it doesn't end there. They go to Hollywood, and Chi-Chi ends up winning the drag queen contest. And guess who puts the crown on little Miss Chi-Chi's head? Who does it?
Julie Newman. Goddamn
right. End of the movie. And I will fully admit this. I don't know if I'm on my myriad, but I like cried. I almost cried like 3 times in this fucking movie.
I had a boner.
It was a great fucking movie, and this is
you just ignored it.
What? What'd you say?
I'm like, I have a boner.
Oh, that's hot. I dig that. I fuck with that. But what are your guys' take on this movie? I'm dying to know.
Well, also too, we forgot that Robin Williams has a cameo in the beginning.
Oh yeah, fucking Robin Williams just shows up.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Robin Williams shows up, and he's essentially being Robin Williams.
Yeah,
but it's great.
Okay.
It's great. Anytime Robin Williams is being Robin Williams in a movie, it's great.
Yeah, but back. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you.
Okay, well, I mean, back to final thoughts. So I'm gonna be straight. Like when I watched this movie today, for the first time, and when it was over, I was just like, eh. But now that we're talking about it, I kind of feel like my enjoyment level is going up on this. So I'm actually more satisfied now, and I feel like this might be something I go back to for rewatch.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Johnny?
It was a good movie, man. Like, at first, like, it kind of took a while to like get going. Well, not really, because it was already kind of straight to the point. But I'm just like, damn, like, I didn't know what to think because I'm so used to like seeing these guys, fucking like Dirty Dancing, fucking like action movies and shit like that. And then, on top of that, like, what's it called? Just, yeah, like it's my first time seeing it. So like the whole drag queen thing, I was like, oh shit, like I was not fucking expecting that, like at all. I didn't look up on it or anything. I'm just like, oh shit, like they're straight up going for it. But yeah, I
Yeah.
liked it. It was definitely very interesting. But I enjoyed it hands down.
And before we get to our ratings, I will fully admit I had seen this movie only once when I was a kid. I do not remember most of this movie, but god damn, is this movie fucking wholesome as shit. I mean, other than like, the like brutal reality kicking in, like, racism and like homophobia and all that shit. But like, other than that, this movie is wholesome as fuck.
It really is
I'm
a
gonna be
feel-good
honest.
movie.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. And like, I know you're probably gonna hate me, Pervy, but I'm on a real level. I'm not even like on a fucking around or silly. But I think this one was probably like reality wise. I think it was more straightforward and ugly compared to The Help. Like real shit.
That's pretty crazy, man. Yeah, shit. All right,
Yeah.
man.
But other than that, yeah, it's a wholesome movie, like
I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
I don't think you're wrong in that sense. I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah. Nah, but for the most part, like it's a wholesome movie, it definitely, brought to the people's attention, like the realities of of homophobia, racism and stuff like that, that it's not sugarcoated, like there are areas even till this day that are very like that, you know what I mean? Where they're super against, that culture,
Yeah. And I really appreciate another fact that when I was looking up just a couple things about it before we went into reviewing it. It's written by a gay man, which you don't really see.
Nice.
It's not, you don't see a lot of, especially in Hollywood, where it's like usually a straight dude that writes like gay stories or stories about the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that. I didn't know that until today. But here's where my hot take comes in.
What the hell is that?
Sorry, that's my car.
A fucking bomb, apparently.
I thought that was the hot take alarm.
Nah, my bad, dude.
The hot take alarm!
Yeah, I thought you got a soundboard.
Yeah, sorry,
hot
I
take,
just...
Hot take inbound.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, but yeah, so rating-wise, what would you guys
Oh, wait,
rate
hold
this?
on, wait. Before, I didn't even finish my hot take, you motherfucker.
Oh, my bad.
This movie's a fucking Western.
Yeah?
This movie is a fucking Western.
Explain.
I will elaborate. They go on an adventure to a specific place. They get caught up in some bullshit in a shitty little town. They save said shitty little town. They go on to their original adventure and they succeed.
True.
Yeah, that's on point. I can buy that.
This movie's a fucking Western, dude. It's a fucking drag queen Western. And I was like, holy shit. As I was watching it, I was like, holy shit, this is a Western. Because the shitty corrupt sheriff rolls into town, trying to fuck up everybody's life when these outcasts who rolled into town improved everybody's lives, and he wants to fuck it up for everybody.
And even the mechanic, he's kind of like the town leader or the person you would see in a western, or like, this is my town, and
like
they run him out too.
He's the shitty mayor, and the
shitty exactly
up on everybody.
Okay, yeah, I can get down with that theory.
So all in all, hot take aside, I'll go first since I went on my little hot take. I'll go 4 out of 5. I'll go at 4 out of 5 because there are some like little points where you're just like, oh shit, this is taking a little bit longer. But then when it takes a little bit longer, you finally get to the really good parts. So I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 because all in all, it's a really fun fucking movie and it's pretty fucking wholesome. And even though I'm a major pussy, and I will fully admit that I'm a major pussy, and it does not take me a lot to fucking cry. I like almost cried like 3 times. So I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5.
Nice.
And Abe.
Okay, so like I said before, originally watching this, I was actually pretty low. Coming into this podcast, I was kind of ready to just shit all over this movie. I was so low, it was a 2.5 at first. But talking to you guys about it, I don't know. I guess I just needed time to let it sink in because, it was first time watching all of that, and you guys are pointing out more of the story elements and comedic elements, and yeah, I'm gonna go up to a 3 now. I think this is a solid movie. It's well acted.
It should get a 4 because of Julie Newman.
Isn't it Newmar?
No, it's Newman.
Isn't it? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Well, even besides that, I'm like meh. So for me, it's a 3 out of 5. It's a solid movie. It's well acted. It's shot well. And yeah, it's a good movie. Not really the kind of, I don't really watch comedies all that much anyways, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and I appreciate that you guys were able to help me, elevate my love for this film.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm not Johnny.
I give it a 3.
Yeah, he's not giving it a 3.
You're like shitting on. You made it sound like you were shitting on my review, and you give it the same score.
I gave it a 3. Definitely a little bit different than what I seen, but yeah, just just
incredible review, Johnny. Thank you for that. Very insightful.
Yeah, this movie's good, but it's boring. I give it a 3. Highlights: Julie Newman.
And the basketball scene.
Oh,
and the basketball scene.
I'm gonna fucking kill Johnny.
And second highlight: get your hands off my dick.
Yeah, that was badass. We need to sample that. Like, you need to put it at the end of this episode or something.
Yes, we need to use it for a song. We need to write what's it called, anti-homophobic song and sample that.
Oh hell yeah!
Nah, but yeah, probably a 3.5. I'm aiming towards more of a 4, but like I said, it's something I'm not used to watching entirely, like of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind watching it again.
All right. We're in a general consensus. I'm a little higher than you guys just because.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you're highest, but I think we all came out of this, with a better opinion, than when we first watched it, or in your case, having not watched it in many years, so that's kind of good that nostalgia wasn't just there for you. You actually got to rewatch it and relearn all these things that you may have missed.
Oh yeah, there was no way I was picking up on all this shit when I was like 5, dude. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm like, there's no way I heard anybody ever say that, or I've never heard anyone say spick or the N word like when I was 5. There's no way, dude.
Mm.
You know what's funny too is like this is actually pretty progressive for 95, you know?
No, yeah, definitely, because I mean, I, I feel like if they remade this movie, like a 90-minute movie, and just like essentially like not a fucking shot for shot remake, but just made it like, a campy little movie like it was. I I feel like it would be an incredible movie for like a whole new audience,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh
I feel
yeah. If they played it just like this, then yeah, definitely.
because I feel like there's I mean everyone's so politically fucking divided now. Like if you brought this to a mainstream audience, there's like, you would have fucking goddamn Christian militia showing up to goddamn theaters and be like, I don't want
Oh
y'all
yeah.
pushing, I don't want y'all pushing this on my children. I was like, yeah, well, guess what? You don't have to go fucking see it, you goddamn nonsense.
Yeah. True. True. They're
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
that's
busting out that shit. It's like, it's not fucking Adam and Steve and all that bullshit. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, fuck off with your bullshit. Like, you fucking follow a man-made written book, you know.
yeah, exactly.
And
So
don't get me wrong, dude. Like, yeah, like I'm spiritual, but I'm like, bro, like there's so much I'm against with that shit. But I don't even want to get into that.
yeah, well, that's our topic for another day. But
Yeah, for
I agree with you.
yeah.
But
Cool.
I would like to see this movie remade again, like one day, maybe when people aren't so far up their own fucking ass about literally everything. But all in all,
True.
I enjoyed this movie. I'll probably watch it again if I'm like drunk or high off my fucking ass one day. I'll probably watch it again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We all pretty much overall enjoyed it. So I
Yeah.
guess I mean I'm not good at math. I'm not a statistician, but I'll say it was overall for us it was a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
For all of us, I guess I don't know how averages work, but fuck it, I'll say 3.5 out of 5 for all of us.
For sure.
Or 3.75. I don't know how this works. But so it is. I'm actually spinning the wheel right now. It's Abraham's week next episode. So what do you got for us?
Abraham. I thought I was Count Doom on this show.
Oh shit. I was actually I'm one of the Abrahamic religions. I'm Catholic, so I was like, I think Abraham.
Oh yeah. You have to
Oh,
use my
shit.
God-given Christian name, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean Count Doom. I'm sorry. I was thinking about Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism. I'm very, very, very
Father of men, leader of nations. That's me.
sorry. You're goddamn right. I mean, you're gosh darn right.
Okay, so this week I have an album. It's a lot different than anything we've reviewed so far.
Ooh,
Um,
I like.
It's Endangered Philosophies by the band Dialect. It's spelled Dalek. It's a hip hop group, but
Oh, there we go.
it's very different. Like if just reading on what their sound is, because they use like live guitar and bass to create their the beats. But it's been described as shoegaze, industrial, hip hop,
Oh wow.
What the
jazz.
fuck?
So it has a lot going on in it. I mean, if you like Godflesh or stuff like that, like it's weird to say it, but it's like Godflesh meets hip hop almost.
What?
So and
I'm stoked.
yeah, and this is a really political album too. I think it's something that, I'll send you guys the lyrics too to some of the songs, but I think you'll get a kick out of it. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on it.
I'm fucking
And
Nice,
of course we'll put a link in the description for anyone who wants to listen beforehand.
For once, you guys made it easy on me that we don't have a bunch of fucking links. Thank
Oh,
God.
I know, right?
I love you guys so much. But this
Yeah,
will definitely be in the links in the description. So,
Yeah.
all
nice.
in all,
You were blessed by Orville Peck. You will throw a link.
yeah. Listen to Orville Peck. Fuck it. Yeah. So, anything you guys want to add before we take this bitch on home?
No, that's it. Pretty
Anything
much.
you guys want to plug at all? You guys know music, know nothing. Anybody should check out.
No, just
Nah.
I mean, if you're on Facebook, just check out my page, Ram Man Reviews. Just throw up reviews and memes occasionally. That's about it.
All right, I'll plug that. I'll link that in the description. Johnny?
No, not really. Nothing new at the moment.
I'll plug some shit. You guys should go check out MBD. You guys should go check out their little live performance they had. I shouldn't say little live performance. That sounds like I'm being an asshole. You guys should go check out their live performance they had. Pretty dope. Y'all should really check that out. MBD, the homies. You should support them, support us, support local music, and support rock and roll in general. So for me and the boys, this is Pervy, Johnny Rumble, Count Doom. We're saying goodbye. We're saying goodnight. And we're also saying shake ass, fight fascism, and believe in rock and roll.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, yee, and all that beautiful business.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah, and don't forget, you all need to fight them monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Later.
Peace.
Out.